Well, good morning. It's 6:45 on this Monday morning. I'm Nick Wilson.
And I'm Maggie Warren.
And Avia has the morning off, and overall those conditions pretty calm out there and certainly feeling like fall.
Yeah, and certainly very dry. We're seeing a pretty dry and nice morning out on the Ottawa camera, although see that fog blowing in the wind. A bit breezier, but still not expecting a whole lot of rainfall, which would be nice to see some rain, as we do see between about 25 and 55% of that normal 30-day rainfall across the area, 45% in Sioux City, 28% of the normal 30-day rainfall there in Bloomfield. So definitely some very dry conditions, and that's leading to those surpluses we had through the year for our yearly rainfall to continue to decline. We're seeing just 115% of the normal rainfall here in Sioux City, 95% of that in Spencer, and just 109% there in Sheldon. So continuing to see those dry conditions, and I'll let you know if we have any rain chances in your 9 on 9 forecast. Nick?
Well, federal food assistance programs are set to run out later this week, creating a food crisis that some experts warn could be the worst since the Great Depression. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has the latest from Washington.
This morning, as the federal government shutdown drags on, experts warn more than 40 million Americans could be impacted by the food assistance program set to run out by the end of the week. The U.S. Agriculture Department, which administers the SNAP food assistance program, announcing the well has run dry. The message on its website blaming Senate Democrats in an unusually partisan message for the shutdown.
I call on moderate Democratic senators to end this craziness.
But Democratic leadership pushing back.
We can't do a deal with President Trump and then have him tear it up tomorrow and start mass firings or canceling programs that he doesn't like or canceling programs that help blue states. We have to be sure that a deal is a deal.
It comes as the stalemate on Capitol Hill shows no signs of progress. The main sticking point, extending tax credits for the Affordable Care Act. A recent analysis from KFF found that premium payments could more than double in 2026 if the ACA enhanced premium tax credits expire. Many food banks are struggling to keep up with the demand, especially with fewer donations coming in.
Volunteer food pantries like ours and others cannot meet the need. SNAP is an essential piece of meeting the food need in the United States, and SNAP is being cut. It's very tragic.
It comes as another 700,000 federal workers are set to miss their first full paychecks this week. Among them, air traffic controllers who've begun calling out sick and taking second jobs, leading to staffing shortages at major airports. U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy warning that more flights could be delayed or canceled in the coming days. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent warns that money to pay the military may soon run out, and service members could miss their paychecks by mid-November if the shutdown continues. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
And closer to home, the Dickinson County Historical Museum in Spirit Lake, Iowa, debuted a new exhibit titled The Depot Project. The display features the local history surrounding the railroad. The museum is housed in the old train depot building, constructed back in 1884. The final freight train went through the station in 1974, and it reopened as a museum the following year. The new exhibit gives visitors a chance to see what the train station might have looked like in the 1800s.
I really want this exhibit to be where history can come alive and really bring in those audiences that maybe history museums tend to traditionally overlook. And I mean, I also just want to encourage people who are train enthusiasts, people who have lived in Dickinson County their whole lives, or people who have just recently moved here to come and visit and learn about the history of Dickinson County through our railroads.
The exhibit includes things like old photos, vintage clothing, maps of area railroad routes, a telegraph machine, and more. It all helps to show just how important the railroad was to the growth of the Lakes region.
The railroad industry was the first major industry in this country, and it was an age of railroads. If you're going anywhere, you went on the train. If you're going to ship anything, you went by rail. If you mailed a letter, it went on the train, and so on and so forth. So Spirit Lake and the railroad industry grew up together.
And if you want to check out the exhibit, the museum is open on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Well, meanwhile, if you're taking a GLP-1 medication for weight loss, there are a few things doctors want you to know. ABC's Olivia Rubin has the details in this Medical Minute.
GLP-1 medications like semaglutide and tirzepatide curb appetite and control blood sugar. They help drop pounds, but diet and other lifestyle choices are still key to long-term weight loss success. Here's some advice from the American Medical Association to help you stay on track. Start each meal with 20 to 30 grams of protein to maintain muscle mass. Opt for slow-digesting carbs like oatmeal or sweet potatoes and add healthy fats like avocado. To reduce side effects like nausea and constipation, avoid unhealthy high-fat and spicy foods. Drink plenty of fluids, up to 12 cups a day. And steer clear of extreme diets that may cause fatigue or lead to nutritional deficiencies. To help prevent regaining weight if you stop taking your medication, make moderate daily exercise a habit and be sure to include strength training at least twice a week. Record your progress using a smartphone app or diary. It will keep you accountable. With this Medical Minute, I'm Olivia Rubin.
And meanwhile, if you have a number 9 birthday coming up, KCAU-9 would love to help you celebrate. Each week, we're celebrating the 9s right here on Good Day Siouxland. So if you or a loved one is turning 9, 99, or any 9 in between, well, we want to hear about it. Every Thursday morning, we share our list of birthday shout-outs, and one lucky person will take home a birthday gift from one of our sponsors. So if you want to be featured, go to SiouxlandProud.com and click on Celebrating the 9s under the Contest tab to enter by Tuesdays at noon. Now it's time we meet today's Stray of the Day. Every day we share a pet picked up by Sioux City Animal Adoption and Rescue who's just waiting to go home.
That's right, and this is Pickles, a 2 to 3 year old male long-haired orange tabby cat. He was found abandoned at the shelter and nothing is known about his origin, but the rescue says he's a shy and quiet kind of guy who just needs a little time to warm up to new people. Pickles is available for adoption now.
And if you lost your pet, you're looking to adopt, or you would like to sponsor a pet for adoption, you can visit the rescue's website. Head over to SiouxCityAnimalRescue.com. And Pickles sure looks like a nice cat. They just mentioned a little on the shy side.
Yeah, definitely very sweet. I bet he'll warm up to someone very quickly when he finds his new family.
Yeah, nothing for Pickles to be shy about when it comes to the weather. The weather is pretty non-threatening.
Yeah, not in a pickle with the weather. We're seeing those nice conditions, although we might see a little bit of rain later today. Some scattered shower activity. You can see those clouds off on the horizon on our Ho-Chunk Center camera. But we are seeing a pretty mild morning, temperatures in the 50s. That's as a warm front moves through. 50 in the Mars, 50 in Sioux City, low and mid 40s though out to our east and northeast where that frontal boundary has yet to make it. Tending to see those winds out of the north or the south and the southeast rather, not shifted out of the north just yet. Those are between 10 and 15 miles an hour. We see those clear conditions starting to fade off. We see clouds on the increase as we head through the rest of our day. There's through the morning hours, a few scattered showers starting to get going, very spotty to scattered at best. The better chance comes later in the afternoon and evening hours. There's about 8 p.m. and onwards, more scattered shower activity pushing through to several waves of that spotty showers. Those spotty showers, we see a line of rain as that cold front pushes through, and then we see clearing conditions, but still keeping a bit of cloud cover in place for our Tuesday afternoon and evening. So kind of a mix of sun and clouds for our Tuesday. Looking at clear conditions into our Wednesday as that system pushes off and we see this area of high pressure starting to slide back in, seeing some calmer conditions sliding back in and looking at generally a few hundredths to a couple tenths of, well, the rain totals have actually gone up with that latest update. So I'll take a look at that, but generally seeing a few quarters of an inch to upwards of half an inch, even an inch with that latest model. 56 degrees for today, mostly cloudy and breezy with a few showers. Those south-southeasterly winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. And then we see for the night tonight, 44 temperatures in the low and mid 50s for us heading through the rest of this 9-on-9 forecast. We see a chilly Halloween and chilly for the weekend, but overall looking decent, gaining a few temperatures or a few degrees on those temperatures as we gain an hour as well. Nick?
Now let's take a look at this morning's top stories, what you need to know before you go. Well, Sioux City residents have another opportunity to hear from some of the candidates on the ballot for next week's election. Today, the Rotary Club of Sioux City is hosting a candidate forum featuring candidates running for Sioux City City Council. That'll start at noon at the Sioux City Public Museum, and the public is encouraged to attend. It comes 1 week after the club hosted a forum for candidates running for Sioux City Community School Board. The election will take place on November 4th. Meanwhile, the Iowa DOT wants drivers to be aware of some nighttime ramp and lane closures coming up in the metro this week. Starting tonight, crews will begin work at exit 144 on Interstate 29 in Sioux City. Through Wednesday, there will be intermittent overnight ramp closures affecting both northbound and southbound traffic looking to get on and off U.S. Highway 75. Then from Wednesday through Friday, there will be temporary lane closures on both northbound and southbound I-29 in the same area. There will be digital message boards in place to keep drivers updated on what is closed and when. And elsewhere in Siouxland, Estherville's VFW Post 3388 held a special ceremony over the weekend, celebrating community members who make a difference. Around 100 people were honored, including Gold Star families. The VFW National Commander-in-Chief, Iowa native Carol Whitmore, was not able to attend in person, but sent a video message to commemorate the event. Everyone who was honored received a plaque, medallion, or roses.
It gets the community together, and it honors people that, do so much for the community that are overlooked all the time.
The weekend event marked the 10th year the Post has held the annual ceremony. And in South Sioux City, residents had a chance to enjoy good food and support local veterans. American Legion Post 307 hosted the event. Attendees enjoyed hamburgers and hot dogs for a free will donation. There was also a silent auction. All proceeds will go toward upkeep and programs at the Norfolk Veterans Home. Officials say the event has been going on for decades at various American Legion posts in the Cornhusker State. And they add they saw a great turnout this weekend.
Oh, it's awesome. We actually started out a little slow this morning. I was getting a little worried, but boom, people started coming in. And to me, we all know going out to McDonald's these days or some of the restaurants, you're going to pay a pretty price for a meal. And we're providing a pretty good meal for basically a free will donation. So they basically decide what they're going to pay for this meal.
Commander Finken says he appreciates everyone who came out to the event. And one last check on that forecast. It's certainly feeling just like fall out there.
Yeah, it'll be a nice week for any of those additional events going on for Halloween. But for today, we do see some rain chances, mostly cloudy conditions, 56 degrees, breezy as well, gusts to 25 miles an hour at times. 52 for our Tuesday with more shower chances, and then 50 for our Wednesday. So cooling off briefly, warming back to the mid and upper 50s for Thursday, and then cooling right back down just in time for Halloween. Those little trick-or-treaters going to need the jackets and coats out there, maybe a pair of gloves. We do see 50 degrees for Saturday and 58 for Sunday, looking at a warming trend heading into the first days of November and the first week of November. We do fall back on Sunday though, so daylight savings time ends at 2 a.m. So we'll go from 2 a.m. to 1 a.m. and gain an hour. Get yourself an extra hour of sleep. That will be nice this weekend, and then we gain some on those temperatures as well.
Yeah, some cloudy conditions. And how about that Halloween temp? A little on the spooky side, with it'll be a little chillier than normal.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, some good conditions overall. Well, thanks for waking up with us for Good Day Siouxland. Make sure to check up on all the latest in news, weather, and sports on our website, SiouxlandProud.com.